Hi guys, Nikki's here and welcome back to my channel. So I'm finally ready to make this video. It's been so long and I wanted to make this for so long, but I couldn't. Now it's time. So I hope you guys are having a good day and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. It's been crazy with everything that's going on with the coronavirus. We're all at home. Some of us lost our jobs. I didn't lose my job, but I'm pretty much just being put on pause. So I'm not working for this whole month of April. I'm pretty bored at home, but I'm trying to keep myself busy, and I hope you guys are doing the same and stay safe inside. If you have to go out, wash your hands and wear the mask, okay? But okay, let's get to today's video. The reason why I wanted to make this video just because from my own experience, I'm the first time mom. Like, I've never gotten pregnant before. This is the first, and I was so like anxious and nervous about it when I found out, because I knew nothing. Like, I literally knew nothing about pregnancy. I mean, I study it in class and I scan a lot of patients at work, but I didn't know how this would feel at all. So I did a lot of research on my own just to make sure I know like what to expect in terms of what I will be feeling, and you know, if I'm gonna get sick and what should I expect. So I went on YouTube and I watched so many videos, especially like, you know, what to expect when you're in your first trimester videos. And one thing that really scared me, just because people usually say like you take after your mom, and my mom said she was so sick. Like the first 3 months she was so sick that she couldn't eat anything, like even water she threw up. So it kind of got me scared. But then who knows, maybe I would be one of those lucky women that just doesn't get sick. And for the first couple of weeks I was doing pretty well, but then of course the morning sickness hit me. So yeah, I just wanted to come and make this video to share with you my own experience through my first trimester. I just reached that last week of first trimesters, which is 12 weeks. So next week will be 13 weeks, and I'm pretty much moving on to the second trimester. So yeah, so I hope this video, if you are pregnant or planning to get pregnant, you can just watch this and maybe just feel better about like, hey, you're not alone. And that's exactly how I felt when I was watching like other YouTuber moms talking about their first trimester symptoms, and I just felt so much better knowing like I was not alone and these symptoms are normal and it's just very common. So let's get started. I actually wrote down all the notes from the very beginning so I can share with you while I was just feeling so sick every day. I mean, that's all I can do, is to just trying to like log everything and making sure everything was normal. But yeah, so I actually got really lucky the first couple of weeks. So they say that when you tested positive for a pregnancy test, you're already in that like 4th week. And so I didn't get sick at all when I found out. That's why I was like feeling a little bit off, and I was kind of hoping that I would be one of those women who just don't get sick, but no. It came later. So the reason, first reason why I started to feel like maybe I should get on, you know, a pregnancy test was because I don't know, I just woke up one day and I felt like, oh, my boobs were really hurting and they were like feeling really tender. And I guess I was getting close to my period, so I didn't know if it was just my period or, you know, if I'm pregnant. But anyway, I decided to take the test anyway because I have so many at home and we were trying. So I mean, it could, you know, very possible that I was, you know, pregnant. So I took the test and I got positive, and I was like, okay, what do I do now? So I took a total of 3 different tests that day, and of course they came back all positive. So that was a reality that I was pregnant. It was really funny. Like, I was sharing with my husband and he was just like, what the fuck? Like, WTF. Like, I'm so sorry, the camera just died, so let's continue. So that first sign was that my boobs were really sore and tender. So that was my first sign right when I tested positive for the pregnancy test, was that my boobs were just really tender and sore. Other than that, I didn't have any other symptom. I felt fine. I felt energetic. I was able to eat. If anything, I was actually getting more hungry every day. So during that like first 2 weeks before the morning sickness started, I was just eating a lot more than usual, and I was so happy because I thought I was one of those lucky women who just don't get sick. So yeah, so during that first 2 weeks, which I assume is the 4th and 5th weeks during this pregnancy, I was feeling great. I was eating a lot more, and I was just eating whatever I can. I was snacking a lot, and I thought that was one of the good symptoms. But wait, hold on. So as you know, I'm a sonographer, so I can pretty much go to work and scan myself. So I was getting very impatient. I went to work and I scanned and I didn't see anything, but it was just too early. So I finally saw like a little sac, right? It was just too small to measure anyway, but I just knew that, okay, I was just being way too impatient and just needed to wait a little bit more time. So when I finally waited 2 more weeks, which was when I was finally able to measure something, it was at 5 weeks and 5 days, which is pretty much 6 weeks. So that is when I started to feel really sick that week. So like 2 weeks later from the time I found out I was pregnant. So I would just wake up with these really bad heartburn, and it's a bummer because I have GERD, which is a chronic acid reflux, and I've been dealing with this for so many years, and finally I was feeling better, and then now I got pregnant and somehow it all came back, and it came back even worse. I was just every morning, or actually just throughout the day, I would just have this reflux, and I could actually just constantly feeling like there's this like sour taste in the back of my mouth, and it was just disgusting. And I was feeling really nauseous throughout the day. The first like the beginning of that 5th weeks, and things was just getting worse and worse. So let me read you exactly my note here. So GERD came back, sour taste in my mouth. I was nauseous all the time. I was burping all the time because of the reflux. Every time I brushed my teeth, like just that action of something was in, you know, my mouth, like I would throw up. And then all the things that I used to love eating, you know, I was eating chicken for pretty much all day every day. I couldn't eat chicken anymore. Just the smell of meat made me sick. So I just stopped eating meat all in general. But vegetable and fruits were okay. I was actually just craving vegetable and fruit, so I was eating a lot of that, which is healthy. But still, I needed some protein, right? So I tried to eat tofu. Tofu, I've always loved tofu, so it was not a bad thing that I could still eat tofu, and I still eat it until this day. Meat, I mean, I am 12 weeks now, so here and there I would crave like certain meat dishes, and I could eat those, but then it's just like a one-time thing. I can never eat them again. So if I buy something, I just buy like 1 serving. If there's leftover, like I just can't eat it afterwards. So that's something that I'm very bummed about, because I used to love meat, and I really hope that after this pregnancy I can go back to that, because I eat meat in my life. Especially chicken. Like that was like the easiest thing for me, just to cook one thing and just eat it every day, especially when you're busy. But for now, I just have to make fresh vegetable every day. I love green beans. Love this vegetable called watercress, and broccoli I've never really liked it, so I haven't really been eating broccoli, but I can still eat kale, peppers, like roasted peppers, bell peppers, and yeah, just anything but meat. So that feeling of like that sour taste in the back of my throat, which is there every single day, nothing helps. Anything that I eat, even water I drink, it would just linger back there, like, and it makes me so nauseous. So I asked my doctor to give me some like anti-nausea. She gave me Zofran. Did not work. Actually, it made it worse. And then she gave me another thing. It's called Phenergan. Did I say it right? I don't know. But the only side effects from the Phenergan was that you get really sleepy, because it is an antihistamine, but it works so well for my anti-nausea. Like as soon as I take it, the nausea just go away, like right away. But the downside is that I just start to get very drowsy. So if I stay at home, I just sleep. But I figure out that the dose that they gave me was really strong, so I cut the pill. I think it was 25 milligram, so I cut it into like quarter, like 4 pieces, and I just take one of those pieces and I still feel drowsy, but as long as I'm outside or I'm at work moving around, then I felt okay. So I did that, and I'm still doing that up until this day, because I just tested this like a week ago. I wake up and usually I take it right away, but last week, so I was at 11 weeks and I didn't take it, and by lunchtime I started to feel really nauseous again. So for me, that pill like saved my life, because before that I couldn't eat anything, not even water. So like for 2 weeks I was just struggling, nibbling on like saltine crackers and pretzel, and that was it. Like, I couldn't eat anything. It was just so miserable. And of course my heartburn, my GERD symptom all came back, and it's just terrible because I worked so hard to push it all away, and then now everything comes back. And my doctor did say that I can take Prilosec, which I've been taking every day, but it still did not help. Tums helps for like a few minutes and it comes back. I don't know what to do, but I just had to deal with it. But yeah, the nausea was real. So beside that, yeah, I'm already a very sensitive person, but I can definitely tell like my sense of smell was getting like heightened to like time threes. So I could smell like everything. Like, just, I remember that one day I was just driving in my car and somehow I could still smell like the gasoline smell from like outside of the car, and I didn't even turn on my circulation in the car. So yeah, just sense of smell, the taste bud, everything changes, and it sucks. Especially the nausea. A lot of people get constipation too. I mean, I've already been dealing with constipation my whole life, so this just makes it worse, and it's just such an uncomfortable feeling. Yeah, so nausea, constipation, acne, that's the next. Like, I was just breaking out, like especially around my chin area here. I think definitely because of the hormones. And then yeah, I was just exhausted, mainly because I just couldn't eat anything and I was so fatigued. But hey, I still had to go to work. Like, that first 3 months I was working every single day, and it was just so hard to like try to hide it and just trying to be okay and still be able to work. But hey, I did it. I made it through the first trimester, and I was working full-time. So you guys can do it too. You guys are super mom. I know, not just working and being pregnant at the same time. Many women out there are doing school full-time, working, taking care of their family, and being pregnant. I don't know how you do that. Just, you're amazing. Okay. So that Finnegan really helped me. So if you're really suffering, even like some people get it worse than I do, like my mom, she just couldn't eat anything, but I think it was just so far back in the day that they didn't really use medication for anti-nausea. But these days, talk to your doctor. And another thing is that I started to like grow hair in like areas that I've never had hair before. My nails also are growing like super fast. Like, I have to cut them every single week. And it's annoying. I guess it's good because the hormones helping like your hair grows, your nail grows, but there are places that I just don't want my hair to grow, and it happened, and I'm just like, this is not cool at all. Like, you know how people say, oh, you know, people are pregnant, you have that pregnancy glow. Like, I ain't see no glow. I have like hair growing out of places that I don't want. I have acne. I feel terrible. I'm tired all the time and I'm grumpy. It's just like, where's the glow? Like, when is the glow supposed to come? The second trimester? I hope so. But yeah, starting week 10 and 11, which is like just a couple of weeks ago, I just started to feel really tired. Like, I constantly felt like I just need to lie down. I was out of breath. I just wanted to sleep all the time. Probably also because of the anti-nausea that makes me sleepy, but I felt that as long as I'm outside and like moving, walking, or doing whatever, I'm okay. So I kept myself busy by like, even now I'm not working, I'm trying to like clean the house and cooking and just keep myself busy so I just don't fall asleep. And actually yesterday I slept pretty much like the whole day until like 2 p.m. just because there was not much to do in the house. I already did all the cleaning, and I did felt a little bit of the nausea feeling just probably from my heartburn. So I took an extra piece of that, you know, Finnegan. Usually I take a quarter a day, so I took like 2 quarters yesterday, and it just made me so sleepy. So I took like 5 naps yesterday in total, but it's okay. You just need to rest and get yourself well rested and eat well. So, but there were still good day and bad days. Even though when I was taking the medication, I would say on a daily basis I would throw up maybe like once or twice, and it's just like out of nowhere, like a minute I would feel totally fine, and then the next minute I would just feel like, whoa, like I need to just run to the bathroom right away. And that happened at work a few times, and I just got really lucky that whenever that happened, like I was already done with the patient, or like I was just free and not being like, you know, caught up in a room with a patient or someone else that I have to be like explaining myself. So yeah, that was really great that I was able to pretty much hide it from work and other people up until this point. Yeah, so right now I'm at 12 weeks. Nausea is not bad, but I still feel it once in a while, and if I feel really bad I just take another Finnegan, like not a whole pill but like a quarter of it. Still feel tired here and there, mainly probably just because we're stuck at home now, thanks coronavirus. And yeah, I just hope that from now on I'm just gonna feel better, because that's what people say, the hormones level out, so you don't feel as tired and you probably feel the best during this second trimester. So I think that's about everything that I got to share. My heartburn is still terrible, especially at night. Just about an hour or 2 hours after I eat dinner, I just start to have that burning sensation, the urge to burp or vomit. It's just so bad. Like I don't even know what else to do, but it is what it is. It takes me hours to go to sleep just because of the heartburn. I have to sleep with like an incline pillow. It's like a wedge, and still sometimes it doesn't help. Sometimes I just have to suffer through like 2-3 hours just rolling around till I can fall asleep. And considering I'm already taking like Prilosec and Tums, sometimes it just go out of control. I can't really do anything besides just deal with it. Some mornings I would just wake up and like dry heaving for like at least 10 minutes after I brush my teeth. Nothing is there. I just really like vomiting air, and it's just so painful. But yeah, that is it, guys. And I do want to end this video sharing with you a couple of things that I found online that people swear by, but unfortunately did not work for me. But I will share with you what works for me. So people always say, like, you know, try to like chew gum with ginger or candy that has ginger in it. So I got this, and I mean, I think it did help for like a few minutes, but then again, like I have GERD, and I feel like ginger and lemon just doesn't really go well with my GERD symptoms. So that's why maybe in the moment when I was like sucking on the candy it worked, but then like a few 15 minutes later it started to like irritate my stomach more. So this didn't work for me. And then I also saw that people swear by this tea. Again, the ginger just somehow temporarily helped me, but then later on it made me have like worse heartburn. So even though this smells amazing, and I'm just gonna give this to someone else that probably will benefit from, but not for me. But you can definitely try, but this was actually quite expensive, so I'm try something else that has ginger in there. Definitely not a sponsor video. And people also swear by these pressure point band. So there's like a little ball thing in there. So what you're supposed to do, and people swear by this, and that's why I bought it, you wear it on your wrist about 2 inches, not 2 inches, like 2 fingers down, and then you can feel like here there's 2 tendons. So you try to put that little ball right in between the 2 tendons, and what it does is that it put pressure on this pressure point, and it usually helps with nausea. And so many people swear by it. It just didn't work for me. I just didn't really feel any difference. I still threw up that one day when I was wearing this the whole day. So I don't know if I'm not wearing it right or what, but it just didn't work for me. And I have so many of these because I got a 5-pack from Amazon for $6. Great deals. But I'm just gonna try to give it to someone else who's pregnant. What else? One thing that helped me though, it was really hard for me to drink more water just because my heartburn's getting worse. But the one thing that helped me drink more water is that I started to drink warm water first, and I started to use a different kind of tea, a very light tea. So first of all, too much caffeine is not good for your pregnancy. Second of all, anything with ginger and lemon doesn't work for me, so I tried to drink other kind of tea, and I found this tea in my cabinet, and it's actually from one of my ex-roommate. Someone gave this to him, but this just smells so amazing, and it's been really helping me drink more water. And this is it. It's a really cool box. So inside is pretty much a tea bag. It's loose leaf. So what I do, I just put like a pinch full, so very little of the leaf in a big bottle like this, and then I put hot water in, and then, you know, add the rest with like cool water. I like the flavor just because it smells like blueberry and strawberries, and it doesn't actually have any sour flavor, which this one, I don't know why, anything with ginger or lemon, and this is ginger and orange, it leaves an aftertaste in my mouth, and it's already bad that I already have this like sour taste in the back of my mouth. These things makes that sour taste, the acid taste in my mouth even worse. So I opt for other things that has any other flavor. I don't know, blueberries, strawberries, mango, anything. And I like this just because it actually doesn't taste like the fruit, but it just smells like the fruit. It's so amazing. So I still been drinking from this tea book, and it just helped me drink more water just because the flavor helps with my nausea, and the warm water is really comforting going down, especially when you have GERD. Like drinking cold water, I don't know why, but it just makes my heartburn like get worse. So yeah, that's about everything that I want to share with you today. I'm very excited, but also scared and afraid and nervous just because the whole situation with the coronavirus. I don't know how it's gonna be. My doctor's appointment went well, but from now on I just have to go in by myself. I can't bring my husband. I don't know how's it gonna be to deliver. Are you allowed to bring in anyone? I don't know. It's just so much up in the air, and especially with, you know, I'm not working right now. It doesn't help when we have a baby's coming. It's just stressful to think about. But anyway, I don't want to stress you guys out as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and joining me on this new adventure of mine. I hope that it's been helpful in some way. Just being here, like emotionally, just hearing that someone else have gone through this and having the same symptoms, hoping that you would feel better that way. And especially if you have GERD, yeah, get ready, because it's gonna come back, and it's gonna come back strong, and it's actually gonna be worse than what it used to be. So, but hopefully it's gonna get better. I don't know, I'm actually feeling pretty good today, but yeah, you're just gonna have to push through, be strong, and you can do this. You're gonna be a great mom. All right guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Okay, take care.